Let me take the example. So we are interested in designing a machine which is a binary adder. Is it visible to everyone? Okay, so for this binary adder, what we want is we want two inputs to be given. So that may be having different combinations of 0 and 1. So it will be either 0 or 1 first input, and another input can be also 0 and 1. So when it will reach to a binary adder, it will be in the form of 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. Everybody agree with me? Okay. And it is generating a output, okay, which will be again in the form of 1 or 0. Okay. So your input may be either 0 or 1, and output will be also 0 and 1. Now, if I am interested in designing this machine, okay, how I should design? So as I have told you, what we are doing, construct a binary adder as FSM. Okay. Now when we are designing this, very first, as I have told you, we need to find out three values. Which three values? The input, output and number of states required to design this machine. Okay. So here, what do you think? What will be the input? So the input will be very first, as I have written, these are the input pairs of binary bits. So is it clear to everyone? My input will be the 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. What will be the output? Now again we have to think about the output. So here, what is the thinking? The thinking is that when we are designing the binary adder, suppose I am taking one example. So just note down the example. So the example is, suppose 1 0 1 1 and 1 1 1 1. When I am adding these two numbers, what is the output? Is it a binary input? Yes, this is a binary input. So very first, these two bits will get added. Now, when I am adding this, I am getting this 0. Then I am putting one carry here. Everybody agree? Now again I am adding, so I am getting here 1 and I am forwarding carry here. Again I am adding, I am getting 0 and again forwarding one carry here. And then finally when I am adding this 3, I am getting this as the output. This is known to everyone, is it? Now here, this particular things are also acting as input while doing addition. Everybody agree with me? Okay. When I am adding, these are the number, this is a number 1. This is a number 2. This one is number 1, this is number 2. Then when I am adding this, whether I am adding only this or I am also adding one more thing which is called as carry bit. So for getting final output, I need the information about my input as well as my carry bit. Then and then only I will be able to add the number. Okay. So for adding two binary numbers, we need extra input, which we are considering as one of the state, which is called as carry state. So this carry state of a machine is very important for giving me the final output. So initially, when we are adding least significant bits, that time my carry bit is 0 by default. Do you agree? So initially, can I say that my machine will be in non-carry state? That means it doesn't have any carry. So when we are interested in designing the system, that is finite state machine for binary adder, what I need is, I need two states to be considered. One state is no carry state and another is a carry state. Okay, so initially when I'm adding this to least significant bit, that time my machine will be in a no carry state because 0 is added, nothing is there. So initially my machine will be in no carry state and it is going to switch to the carry state as applicable. Is it clear? Okay. So once again repeating, when we are adding two numbers, that time the addition, final addition of these two binary number is not only dependent on these numbers, but it is also dependent on one more state of a machine that is called as carry state, and it is mattering, it is important for finally addition. So we can consider this as the information for finding the output set. So I will write here, I'll be having two states as what? One is the carry state and another is a no carry state. So finally, is it output or is it a states? These are the states, not the output. So my machine is having two states as what? The carry state and non-carry state. Just now I have explained you, okay, how to identify the different states in a machine. This is a very simple example. Now, what will be the output? The output will be again either 0. See here, this is representing my output. Okay, so my output is either 0 or either 1. So my output will be 0 or 1. Is it clear? Okay, so two things. Have we identified three sets now? We have identified I, which will be what combination of input we are giving. Have we identified the states? Yes, we have identified two states, carry state and no carry state. Now, have we identified the output? Yes, we have identified output 0, 1. Now, the question is how we represent MAF is I into S, which is giving you output. Similarly, STF is giving you input into S, which is giving you next state. Okay, so unless and until we design these two functions, we are not able to finalize that we have designed a machine. So these three things we know. Now we are interested in making the tables. So how to make this table? As I have told you, it will be a two-dimensional table. Our rows are representing input and our columns are representing the rows. Our columns are representing the what? Our columns are representing the states. So since I am now aware of what is my I, what is my S and what is my O, that is output. So I only know the values of 0 and 1, but I don't know where to put what. So very first I will copy all this here. So 0, 0. Is it visible? 0 0, then 0 1, next is 1 0, is it? And then finally next combination is 1 1. I have just copied these inputs, okay, or this input set, okay. So I have written as a row. Now what are the different states? So we have identified two states as carry state and no carry state, is it? Now once we fill this table, we will be half done for designing a machine. Now how to fill the table? So now I am taking the same example. Now see here, initially we had input as 1 1, okay, and we are considering our machine is in which state? No carry state, because we don't have any carry for first addition, okay. So can I consider this is considered as this pair, this one pair, okay. So when this was the input 1 comma 1 and my state was no carry state, okay, then my output I am getting as what? 0. So I am trying to reflect the same thing here. Just see, when my input is 1 1 and I was in no carry state, my output generated is what? 0. So when I was adding 1 1, I am in no carry state, my output generated was 0. Is it clear? Now, as soon as I have added these two bits and considered current state as no carry state, I have got the output as 0. But what about the next addition in the left hand side? So the carry is forwarded here, okay. So can I say that my machine which was in no carry state has moved to carry state? Earlier it was in no carry state. Now since after this addition one carry is generated, so it has moved to carry state, okay. So now again if we consider this combination, so my input is 1 1 and my current state will be now carry state, because it is having now carry which is 1. So as soon as you get here carry, that means you are in a carry state, okay. So I am reflecting same thing. My input is 1 1, my current state is carry state, my current state is carry state. I am getting output as what? I am getting output as what? 1. So I am reflecting it here, okay. Now next is here 0 and 1, these two bits are added, okay, and it is in current carry state as what? It is in which state now? Since 1 is there, that means it is clear it is in carry state, okay. So 0 1 and you are in current carry state. So 0 1 and you are in carry state. So what output you are getting? So you are adding this, you are getting output as 0. So I am writing here where I should write. So 0 1 and carry state, I am getting output as 0, okay. Next, the again combination is 1 1 and it is in carry state. We have already noted this in the table. Now we have to plan for other combinations. So now tell me, can we consider this carry means 1 and no carry means 0, okay. So if my input is 0 0 and I am in a carry state, then my output will be what? 1. If I am in having current input as 0 0 and I am in no carry state, then my output will be 0, right? Similarly, when I am in having input as 0 1 and I am in carry state, that means 1 plus 1, what will be the output? 0. Similarly, 0 plus 1 plus 0. What is the output? It will be 1. Similarly, 1 comma 0, and you are in a carry state. That means this 1 plus 0 plus 1. It will give you output as 0. Similarly, 1 plus 0 plus 0, it is giving you output as 1. So I'm now happy that I have designed my MAF for adder. Is it clear to everyone? Once again, I'm telling you what you have to do. Here you are writing all the input set. It is out your different states. Now carry state means you are having 1 and no carry means you are having 0. So this is representing the output. That means 0 plus 0 plus 1 will give you 1. 0 plus 0 plus 0 give you 0. 0 plus 1 gives you 0. Okay. 0 plus 1 plus 0 gives you 1. 1 plus 0 plus 1 is giving you 0. 1 plus 0 plus 0 gives you 1. And then 1 plus 1 plus 1 gives you 1. 1 plus 1 plus 0 gives you 0. So we are ready with MAF for adder. Okay. Now I am designing my STF. So STF will be also having same structure. Is it? Just now we have discussed. It will be I, it will be S. It will be having same combinations as what? So same thing, 0, 0. Then I'm having 0, 1, then 1, 0, and 1, 1. So now once we fill this table, that means we are ready with our machine. So for understanding, I am writing here 1 and this is 0. Okay. Now you have to tell me when I am having input as 0, 0 and I am in carry state. Okay. For example, I am writing current is 0 plus 0 and my state is carry state. That means 1. Okay. What will be the next state? Will you generate carry here? Will you generate? You will not generate carry state. You will not be. So you was in a carry state. Okay. But you are not passing any carry to the next addition. So you are moving from carry to no carry state. Is it clear? So what will be the next state when this combination will be there? If my input is 0, 0 and currently I am in the carry state. Okay, my current input is 0, 0 and I am in carry state. So what will happen? So it is nothing but 0 plus 0 plus 1. Is this addition is generating any carry? No. That means if it is not generating any carry, that means you are moving to no carry state. Okay. So current state was carry state and from no carry state to you are moving to no carry state. When you will move from no carry to no carry state if you are not passing any carry. Is it clear? So I am mentioning that here only. How to mention this? So I am writing here my current input 0, 0 and my carry state. So I will move to no carry state. Okay. Now my current input is 0, 0 and my current state is no carry. That means it is nothing but what? It is nothing but 0 plus no carry means 0. So 0. Is it moving to no carry or carry state? Currently it is in no carry state. Is it moving to carry state? No, it is remaining in no carry state. So I'll be writing here no carry. My next state will be no carry. Similarly, if I'm having input 0, 1 and my carry state is there. So what is the addition? 0 plus 1 plus 1. It will be generating output as 0. Is it passing carry? Yes. So it will remaining in a carry state. When it is having 0, 1 plus 0, Is it moving to carry? Is it generating carry? No. So it will be no carry. Similarly, the same will be for here case. These two rows are same. Now, when I'm having input as 1 and it is in carry state, that means 1 plus 1 plus 1. Is it generating carry? Yes, it is generating carry. Okay. So, it will be like in carry state, and 1 plus 1 and it is a no carry state. Is it generating carry? Yes, it is generating carry. So this is your finally state function. So these entries are representing your next state when you are doing these additions. Is it clear to everyone? Just make your mic on and tell me. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone? Okay, very good. Clear. So now I am moving to the preparation of a graph for the same state. So I'll be writing a graph from this. Yes, let me know what is the thing. That means it is nothing but what it is, nothing but 0 plus 0. Okay, it is just copying. So now we are making transition graph for this. Okay. So how your transition graph will look like? So the transition graph, very first what you have to do? Transition graph, since we have two states, I am making here two states. See, you can make smaller states in your copy, but for making you understand. So which are the two states? In the figure also, what is the initial state? Is it a carry state or no carry state? That is very important because you have to decide that which state. See, this graph is there. So currently we are in which state? Very first, in this example, initially we had in no carry state. Is it? That's why our initial state will be no carry state. And next state is carry state. So very first you have to do. So initial state, how you represent? You circle with the incoming arrow. Is it clear? Okay. Now we start preparing transition graph for binary adder. Okay. So now one by one we will. So how we represent it? As I have told you, shown you. So it is represented like this. So let me make all these things. So very first to the no carry state, we had what? 0, 0 and it is giving you output as 1, true. But what about it is initially in no carry state. So is it moving to carry state? See here, you have to use both the tables. How to use? Once again, I'm explaining. See, very first you will be drawing these two states. Okay. Now, we have to use these two tables to prepare this transition graph. Now, this 0, 0 is generating output as 1 and 0, 0 is with the current state carry is moving to no carry state, but initially we are in no carry state. So very first what we will do, we will try to write all the things related to no carry state. So currently you are in no carry state. Okay. And if you are giving input as 0, 0, you are generating output as 0. This self loop indicates that you was initially in a no carry state, and when you got this type of combination of states and the input, you are remaining in a no carry state. Is it clear? So from where I have written this 0, 0, okay, it is generating output 0. For which state? No carry state. So if you are in currently no carry state and you are giving input as 0, 0, you are moving to no carry state. You are in currently no carry state and you are also moving to no carry state. Okay. So here there will be a self loop. Similarly, you are in a no carry state. You are in a no carry state and you are giving input as 0, 1. Then what will happen? You are in currently no carry state, and if you are giving 0, 1 as input, it is going to remain in no carry state. Is it? So again there will be a self loop for a combination 0, 1. It is remaining in a no carry state. But what output it will generate, that I need to verify from this table. Okay, so when input is 0, 1 and current state is no carry, it is producing output as 1. Next combination. So we have to consider it for all the combinations. So I have considered 0, 0, 0, 1. Now 1, 0 will be same as we have seen in both the tables. So I am just drawing directly. 1, 0 is producing output 1 and remaining in no carry state. Now finally combination is 1, 1. Current state is no carry. Then it is moving to carry state. So next state is not a no carry. In earlier all three cases you had a next state is no carry. That's why it is coming to self state, self loop. But in last case, when input is 1, 1, you and your current state is no carry. Your current state is no carry. That time you are moving to what? Carry state. Okay. So for what combination you are moving from no carry to carry state? 1, 1. Okay. 1, 1. Current state is no carry. It is moving to carry state. And what output it is generating? It is generating output as 0. Clear? Now same way for carry state we have to write for all combination. So very first, when current input is 0, 0 and my current state is carry, where it is going? It is going to no carry state, from carry to no carry. So I'll be writing this in this way. I'll be having a transition from carry to no carry state on which combination? 0, 0. And what output it is producing? When it is in 0, 0 and current state is carry, it is moving to no carry state. That's why I have written this arrow like this. Okay. But what output it will generate? 0, 0 and current state is carry, then it is generating output as 1. So where I will reflect? Here. Okay. So here my arrow is like this, from carry to no carry state when it is moving, when my input is 0, 0 and it is generating output as 1. Now next is when it is in currently carry state and my input is 0, 1. Okay. So my input is now 0, 1. 0, 1 and my current state is carry state. So 0, 1 and carry state, it is remaining in a carry state. See, carry. Okay. So I am making a self loop for which combination? 0, 1. And what output it is generating? I need to check it here. 0, 1, current state is carry state. So it is generating output as 0. Okay. Same way, say, there will be a self loop for 1, comma 0, which is generating output as 0. Last input is the current input is 1, comma 1. Current state is carry state. Okay. So next state where it is going to carry state, right? That means for the input 1 1 and current state carry, for the input 1 1 and current state carry, it is remaining in the carry state. Okay. And what output it is generating? It is generating output as 1. Okay. So I have just mapped what I have mapped. I have just mapped these two tables. Okay. I have mapped just these two tables into this graph. Okay. So once again, I am repeating how I have prepared this graph. So I have prepared this transition graph for binary adder. Very first, what I have done, I have drawn two states. Okay. Now which state will be first and which will be next? So it depends on what is your initial state, starting state. So since initial addition, we don't have any carry. So I have kept this as first state, no carry. Okay. Later, I start representing all the information which is available in this table. For each combination, which combination? Input combination. Output I have got from this MAF table, which I have written with this arrow. And so currently state is no carry, input is 0 0. So my output is 0. See, this is very important, considering correct column. Now, when it is in no carry state and input is 0 0, what is the next state? No, next state was no carry state. That's why this self loop is made. Okay. So in this way, you have to represent each and every entry in this MAF and STF in this transition graph. Okay. So now I can say that I have designed binary adder as FSM, finite state machine. Is it having finite states? Yes, it is having two states, finite two states. Is it having finite input? Yes, it is having finite input, 4 types of inputs. Is it having finite output? Yes, it is having finite output. Okay. So actually this whole machine can be represented here with the help of two states. Okay. So this is my adder, binary adder. Okay. Which is having no carry and carry state, to which I am giving input and I am getting output. Okay. So I hope this is clear to you. Is it clear?